Park out front, and then I can just leave out that front door rather than the side door. Yeah. Hi. Alright. No Tim, no Sierra, no Christy. Okay. A soprano.
Well, it's really not going to be productive. Listen, it's spike wherever you went.
Okay.
There's no rocking. Hold on. We're going to have our meetings in a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell me why.
Mark is.
Of course.
It's because Mark is so reliable. Yeah, I haven't heard from Roger one way or the other. Usually he'll let me know.
Oh. Hello.
So I'm gonna go settle.
So who's not coming?
Hmm?
Who's not coming?
Christine, Sierra.
Huh. I have not heard from them.
Okay.
Oh, there's somebody else.
And
Sounds like no. And
Sarah.
oh, Sarah. And yay! Guys, we have the whole tenor section. Woo!
What did you say? We doubled our tenor section?
Well, I was thinking of the whole tenor section, which is doubling the tenor section. Mark has a buddy.
I know, I'm finally alive.
Finally. How are you? She can finally breathe again.
Yeah,
It's good to be alive.
Breathing.
I can sing a lot better now than I used to. I asked my doctor, I was like, is there any sort of like qualifications like do I have to wait to sing? He was like, oh no, that's a good question. He's like, well, I didn't mess with your vocal cords, so you should be fine. Honestly, you should be able to sing way better now that you can like, actually breathe.
Yay.
I'm like, cool. That doesn't mean that I'll be drinking today. It's really refreshing because it's cold, so everything hurts on the inside. So being able to like eat something that's cold and have it like slide down there.
I was gonna say, wow, you've been practicing.
I was thinking that too. I was like, wait.
But popsicles have been the nicest because they I fainted. Beforehand, yeah, when they grabbed me from the waiting room, I fainted. And it turns out that like, not only did I have tonsillitis, I also had mono and I had strep all at the same time. So I have not been to work in about a month and a half. And last 2 days ago was my birthday. Yeah, right? It's been very stressful. But I can breathe now and I feel a lot better. I was able to go to New York with my parents. I saw Hamilton on Broadway.
I had purchased it.
My birthday, yeah. So it was like, but it does still like, I haven't done anything in a very long time, so like my body is weaker and then like the body is not healthy. So like, I definitely noticed that my body's weaker right now. So yeah, just like standing, running upstairs, running in the house to grab my mileage. It's like left me like two-way. I don't know if it's like mono going around. I really don't know if that is 6 seconds going like that. Which is annoying. I don't like what's this. Yeah, but my doctor was like, I'm just glad you're still alive. Like, come on. Poor kids had everything right here. And I was like, don't I know it? Yeah. Dude, have you been to oh, I said great. But I think it's pretty good. She lives to be 96 years old. And the average life expectancy in that time is 35 for women. Like, she goes home like 96 is pretty good. So like, wow, they live a long life. So I go back then. Crazy. And all the sugar combinations and went through. There's like, oh. Those poor people, and now I'm so glad that like they did over and then like both died and like shed light on them. Because I feel like he is one of the founding fathers. Like they say in the musical, you know, every other founding father gets to go through this founding father story.
He's playing some of it.
It's like, yeah, I ignored everything about it. It's like nothing. And now it's like, well, they are actually thinking about it because it's like kids actually care about Alexander Hamilton because of a musical. Yeah, the first Secretary of Treasury. Yes. Yes, he wrote so many words. Yeah. No, it was right in it all. Like, oh. No, you gotta scribble it out. I wonder how many scribbles, like how many drafts he like threw up, he like rolled up.
It also makes it challenging. Something happens differently.
Right. You would think he was the Secretary of Treasury because he needs to have his finances in order to be able to pay for all that. Because I'm sure paper and ink wasn't exactly free. Right. Yeah. His statue, yeah. Yeah.
There was one that we did last season that I had to like, I had like big arrows drawn on it. It was now, but yeah, I had to just keep going down here. Because there was an extra from what it normally feels like.
I don't
There was an
know.
extra line.
Okie dokie. Hey,
It's phenomenal.
everybody.
Hello. Oh, hey. Long time no see.
All right. So tonight's gonna be interesting. We're missing 3/4 of the spare department, so she's holding out.
Oh, no.
That just means a lot of the other sections are gonna get on your time.
dad had to call a teacher.
Okay, that happens.
It does.
So let's make some music. So tonight we are rehearsing until about the break, and then after the break we're going to use rehearsal time to talk about our upcoming the 10th anniversary gala. Okay, so we'll put our minds together. Rather than schedule another meeting outside of rehearsal time, we just thought, oh, let's just use some of tonight's time to do that. So the second half or last third of tonight, we'll be talking about this year, putting our ideas together, sharing them. All right, up we go. How loud was that? Well, we'll see how loud it is once we sing with it. But so I have all of the rehearsal tracks. So we'll see how we figure out the last thing today when we do some practice. Here we go. Rishi, why don't you move to like the middle of the front row so I can hear you a little bit better. It's not drastically different.
I'll just sing a little softer from there. Fine.
And then Roger, why don't you move up? Why don't you and Spike both move up 2 rows since we can collapse down a little bit tonight.
Right into the belly of the beast. The frosted ice beast.
Oh, did you forget? Is that on?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, good.
Wow.
He's got his own little cajon, did you see?
Okay, here we go. Hopefully like this. Without that. There it is. Thumbs. Open to who? Open to all. Back to who? Don't change your lips, but think all on the inside. There you go, that's more resonant. Now just relax your lips to make the O. Breathe if you need to. And come back in. Right there, O. Good. Start the breath before we get there. Not so bad. Breathe if you need to. Come back in. Hold. Keep that nice tall space. Just close the lips to the Keep that open space, close the lips to the hum. It is possible to sing a hum resonantly. Good. Let's make sure we're still. makes that one happen? Because I'm hearing that, so I changed what I did to see if maybe it was me, but I don't think so. Relax, keep the air going. Much better, not 100%, but much better. That was less of like warbly attacking. Right there. Good, stay right there for me. This time, think about changing together and making it subtle. From re to do. So, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, ra, so. I'm going to do it back up. So, gently down and up. Here we go. Same pitch. Fight a little bit to get back to me. I heard it. I felt like, just a little bit, just a little bit. And again, that's the whole gently downstairs. Do it again. But it's a matter of openness and freeness and connection to that breath. Let's close the tight. All right, we're right there. Ready? Okay. Oh. Hooey, 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 ooh. Go from the very first one. Huh? Hooey, 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 oh. Hooey, 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 ooh. Ready? Hooey, 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 ooh. 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 Lift your eyes. Hooey, 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 ooh. 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 Can you like bumpa? Hooey, 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 ooh. 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 Good resonance. Good resonance down there. Good night. D, in case you were wondering that. Major scale. 2, ready. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Good. Humor me, Kelly, Holly, come over here, turn around, face them. Cruci, come over here, turn around, face them. Robbie, can you come over, can you go to the end of your aisle and face in? Do, two. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Do. There it is. Let's see. Partial tones. Listen. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Good. I feel gravity wanting to pull us down. Do, two, three. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Good. Bass, tenor, alto, soprano, blue. Oh, that's it. Down low. Back up blue. Down to bow. Down up. Down blue. So, bass and alto soprano. Blue. And. Listen to each other. Make a chord out of it. Breathe. And. Up past that bow. Up past that pop. Down past that bow. Okay, take out Alice's theme.
Alice.
Okay. Take a look at Alice's theme. Okay. So what you're hearing here is we're in G minor. So tenors, that's your note. Tenors, basses. There's your 7. So about this is scratched together. And it's 1, 2, again. Okay, so not particularly tricky. Kathleen's got ours part of this whole piece.
Rest in peace.
Okay, so we're gonna let's just ride the train through this whole thing. Okay, just so we can get an idea of where it's gone. Hopefully everyone's listened to it at this point at least once, but let's just ride the train. I'll call out where we are at certain times in case you get lost. All right, do your best. immediately into, not tuned to. Ready? Alice. Ready? Alice. Okay, good. Altos, all altos. What?
Can I just get clarification on which Alice that was for us?
I would imagine 105.
Thank you.
But that's going to be,
That's not the
it's not the
tenor.
same, it's not the same. Bases at 91, you're the same.
Okay.
And then the unison Alice's, you're going to have a lot of.
My concern was the third one in our Alice stanza for the tenors.
Yep. Okay. Taking a quick look at measure again, 105. Yeah, okay, altos. Ready?
Alice.
And super short. Ready?
Alice.
Ready?
Alice.
Good. With bass and tenor. Ready?
Alice.
Ready?
Alice.
Good. This that both of them are accented. Alice, right? Really, Alice, really give me a good accent on the especially the first one. Ready? Ready?
Alice.
Yes. And then Rushi, you're singing two. Right. So let me hear altos and sopranos. Ready?
Alice.
Ready?
Alice.
Good. With bass and tenor. Ready?
Alice.
Yeah. Cool. Good morning. Just this side.
Alice.
Ready?
Alice.
Okay. Just speak the text in rhythm. Don't worry about the notes. Speak the text in rhythm at 99. Slowly. Then, this. How can you know this way? Ready? Ready? And how can you know this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, Alice. Okay? Same thing. This is, Alice in Wonderland type text, so it's going to be all discombobulatory. Okay? Really try to enunciate. Here we go. Same thing. Just try to enunciate and get your mouth on these words. 1 and 2. How can you know this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, Alice. Okay. Try that tempo with pitch. Let me have sopranos and altos. Sopranos and altos, no pitch yet, just speaking that text in rhythm. We have tenors and basses. Try to read your notes with that. Okay? 1 and 2. How can you know this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, Alice. Good. and two.
Perhaps you should be coming back another day, another day. And nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, as
Good. Same, so now, tenors and basses, stick to that, now that you've got it, stick to that, same tempo, sopranos and altos, now your turn, same, similar, here we go. So now we're adding pitch to the altos and sopranos, tenors and basses keep singing. 1 and 2.
how can you know this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, us.
Okay, good. Can we try this one more time? Can we try this again? Same tempo. Now without me smashing on the piano. Oh, 1 and
How can you know this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, Alice.
good. Now that we're getting these words, okay? Now let's just turn the speed a little bit. You know this. Not all the way to tempo yet. But this tempo, huh? Da, 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 da. 1 and
How can you know this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, Alice.
good. 1, 2, 3.
How can you know this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, Alice.
Okay. We are. We're almost at tempo, but now we just need a little bit more spacing in it. And if you're reading these words come concert night,
I do that.
if you're reading these words come concert night, right, you're going to be behind. You've got to know this line. This is one of those lines you got to internalize, get, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can. All right, we'll start a little bit before this. Hopefully I can catch us up so when we get to it, we got it. Here we go. Okay? Top 7. Oh, tell us why you give us all. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and to try this one or try them all. 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's such a long, long way to go. Alice, oh, Alice. Alice is too long. 1, 2, 1, here we go. How can you know this way? Now that you choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're finding or you're
at that speed. And what else?
Yes.
Hang on a second.
Sounds like it was.
That's where we were. Tower 5. So here's a voice of in between. What have you heard? What have you seen? As top 7, 2, and oh, tell us our universal to try this one or try them all. It's such a long, long way to fall. As short as, oh, as. How can you go this way? There's nothing to choose the door. You choose the path. What a life you should be coming back another day, and nothing's quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, as. So getting into 1999, right? So getting into 99, if you look at the dotted quarter note, right, in the first part of the piece, right, from when we start, we're at 6/8. So this beat, this tempo, when we go into that 4/4 section, this doesn't change. We just are now we're in a duple meter instead of. Okay, so that's why we kind of can't slow down there. Without the piano, let's see if we can get to that tempo at measure 99 with these words. Because like when we get there, we're like, oh gosh, what are those words again? I know that's what I'm doing. What?
Or the notes.
Yeah, the notes are thrown.
Yeah, it's because all of a sudden we're not singing the melody with the sopranos, so it's in a weird spot where I'm flipping back and forth between my chest and head voice
Yeah.
every other note, and that's difficult to do it at that speed yet.
Okay. So if you're listening to anybody duplicate, you're singing the exact same thing as the basses.
Not paying attention to bases.
Okay. Let's go from pick up to 99, everybody. Up the tempo still a little bit. 1, 2, ready.
How can you go this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you dreaming? Oh, as
Okay. One more time. 1, 2, ready.
how can you go this way, not that? You choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems. You're dreaming, are you you know this way, not that you choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, another day, and nothing is but what it seems you're dreaming. Are you dreaming? Oh, Alice.
Howdy.
Almost there, almost there.
No, but okay. You're dreaming.
Wait, that means that. Here we go. 1, 2, ready?
How can you know this way, not that you choose the door, you choose the path. Perhaps you should be coming back another day, and nothing is quite what it seems you're dreaming. Are you dreaming? Oh, Alice.
Alice.
Where were you? Yeah.
What do you mean?
All right, let's
I'll talk about my Alice.
try.
I can't write about music. It's driving me nuts.
All right, let's see if we can get back into that. Let's see if we can get it. This time we'll go on past it. Top 5. That's a taste of Alice's theme.
I
It's bitter.
I think that's you.
Keep going.
Can we run through colors in the wind?
Huh?
Can we run through colors in the wind?
No.
Okay.
Um,
Dinner.
But I do want to take, I do want to produce Disney Film real quick with the accompaniment.
So that Will can get trusted and he's stuck back in his head.
Disney villains.
He's not wrong. Bell. Jungle Bell. Huh? Jungle Bell?
You could just do a jungle book every night.
Jungle.
If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. To see her is to take a sudden chill. Look out, Cruella de I know that your hours of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. Especially good and speculating. lounge. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5,000 eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a board. No one shoots the gas on eggs, confuse the gas on milk, running around where we put the gas on milk. Guy in town who's got a wine in town. Right? Big finish. Big finish. Covers over like all of those. I don't know what those notes are. I'll just sing when I know. Cool. So there's a couple of spots. I hope you circle them. Hey, there's a couple of spots.
The
We'll get to
whole,
that.
the whole page?
The whole page.
The whole piece?
See, it wants us to.
We're into Fantasia now, that's what that was.
No, that was These I Can Promise.
That was
Fantasia.
No, These I Can Promise. That was our.
It sounded like
That was
doing
the piece that Emily commissioned for us. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah.
That should be in the 10th year anniversary.
It will.
We'll get to the meeting in a minute. Don't spoil it.
Sorry.
Put your pin in it.
Put a pin, like both.
Great minds think alike.
How many songs can we have? Can we have 20?
How long is this but gonna
Unless we
be?
have like a 15-minute intermission.
Oh my god.
We can do that. We can do like Hamilton.
Yes,
All right, this is one we know. Let's stand up and sing "God Help the Outcast."
Oh, okay. Don't worry about me.
I
Not quite. Not quite. Okay, good. So, one thing I'm hearing is just watching for a lot of the cutoffs for like, how long will we hold this? I don't know. Right? Just look up. I'll try to make the cutoffs really clear for you.
I wasn't looking up at all.
I'll try to make the cutoffs nice and clear for you. But I can't be like disgustingly obvious. Like, it's just, it's just, people will see.
Gotta
Yeah,
have
wow.
some secrets.
Have a seat. Okay. Turn over to how far I'll go. This one's gonna, you're gonna see this one goes. Got a moment. Never really knowing why. Again. Stop it. I do that. There you go. Top. It'll be easier to start when you have me, bring you in or something,
It's not right.
Good at it.
We were so out of it.
Watch me.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember.
Never really knowing why. Good late, guys. Remember, never really knowing why. Okay. Ready? And I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. Good, you're on time. In 6 notes. In 6 notes, you're already slow. Okay? If you're reading your part, if you're like, oh, they sound so cool, you're late. Already. Ready? And
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember.
never really knowing why. And
I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try.
2,
Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go.
see the light where the star used to see, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. Good-ish.
Standing at the edge of the water. Sorry. We're wishing.
I'm just still fixing my mask.
Push 2.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember.
Never really knowing why. And
I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot.
The feels go.
At least I
Yeah.
know.
Don't point that out.
All right, so if anyone needs to go to the restroom, now is your moment to go do that. As I say to myself. So, and then please don't disappear. We'll go back and we will
Thank you.
talk about our.
I have been practicing as much as I could. Stop. It's been a while, right? Just keep talking.
No, I know why we're not part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I'd say there was
Missing a
the
page?
first week where it started to get
Missing a
bad.
page?
As I put that microphone on there, I was like, oh, I just leave this here because we don't need this today.
Trying to listen to a turn page that's going so darn fast, I'm
I
going,
gotta mess me up.
I'm already behind.
And there was the next week
I provided the thought.
that I couldn't through my nose at all. And I was just on the medications that I had been prescribed by those doctors. Trying to get better.
And then
Can't
you
be able
try to
to
laugh.
have your surgery
Uh-oh.
on March 1st. Well, he said February 22nd, and I said, and they said it was a 2-week.
Oh, you all set to take notes?
I was like, can I push that one? Because that's how we're sitting at birthday. And I would like to be able to see what happens. So they were going to push it to March 1st. And then
Did you make a list
at
of
the end
those
of that,
topics?
I did not get better at all. I got worse, if anything. So I called my ENT. He said, yeah, you won't sound any better. And if you still can't work, then breathe.
Oh,
And
there
then
you go.
I could have you in surgery
You
tomorrow.
can forget the mouse
Not
button,
even.
and I can forget words.
And so I said, okay, we'll do that.
Why don't we
So then it
talk about-
was
Let's see what we talk about.
2 weeks of recovery for that.
We talk
and then a
about
follow-up.
the reunion again.
Or no, 1 week of recovery, and then a follow-up appointment
'Cause if
a
I
week
can't
after my
do
surgery,
it,
so the next Tuesday.
I'm
Have this on Tuesday, that's what I remember. And then
Oh.
at my follow-up appointment, they told me that I had mono, and so they wanted me out of work even longer.
There's most of you know,
And so I got another 2-week note
maybe you.
to be out of work until the 28th, so I'm going back to work tomorrow.
A few people that have been here for 2 years.
After
who know.
7,
Callbacks and then.
when was that big snowstorm? Because that was the last day that I
Need
was
some
in.
callbacks. Are you comfortable?
Before that, like, big snowstorm, it was like, where we got like a foot and a half
Hold on.
in January.
Yeah,
That was my last day of work, it was the day before that. Because then I started to feel that.
no, we're talking about.
So clearly it's the snow's fault.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Online.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
I would like to sue.
Well, sure. Not
It should be nice
who you're
if
gonna take that
like
complaint
the
to.
first one,
I would like to sue my
they get
agent.
kind of, you know, set music now.
Should be.
January 8th,
You would,
Oh, wow, I've been out of
Was
work
it?
for 2 months.
Russ is gonna be with you.
because January 8th was the Saturday that
Well,
You
no,
need
but
to
it's
sledding
twice
on the
what they
hill
say, whether they wanna
for
say
that
it.
snowstorm.
Yep, because it was Saturday. So that Friday was my last day of work.
Oh, okay, that's.
I haven't been able to.
I think the best thing.
Yeah.
is to pull up some of the
Yeah.
best songs we had over the last 10 years.
How do you eat?
And we do go-
How do I eat?
When your tonsils were.
Oh, I ate a lot of nothing.
You ate mashed potatoes.
And then I ate mashed potatoes if they were cool enough. If they were too hot, it hurt. Anything hot really hurt. I ate mac and cheese, like kids mac and cheese, like that. Just because it was there and I didn't feel bad about it.
The craft.
Yeah.
Unless because we're at a drink.
So I ended up getting Annie's because I
I don't know.
feel like at this
It's
point,
kind of amazing the kind of people
Annie's
try to contact
But
me,
Kraft is much,
you know, a few times and
so it was nice.
I know I'm very.
That was about it really.
Right.
It was mashed potatoes and
Both Josh.
mac and cheese.
And
So
Two
carbohydrates.
carbohydrates.
Some ice cream.
Ice cream. That's true.
Popsicles and
Josh,
ice cream.
as far as I know, it's.
I got my same popsicles they gave me in the hospital.
Or you still at Virginia
Can I
Tech.
ask them
Could
about
try
it?
throwing in some like cold
You should look
pea
that
soup
up.
I don't
for
like soup.
protein.
I don't like soup. I don't like applesauce.
That's
I don't like pudding. So like all of those things that I could have eaten, I don't like them. So it wasn't helpful, so I drank a lot of ice water. I had a smoothie.
There's some local-
How long were you eating solid food?
Yeah, practice your diction signals.
Okay.
This is way too early to say anything.
can't see my screen.
The Bluetooth
Sorry.
connection can't work with your body. Is your portrait lock on?
Anyway, so this is an app. So, this is an app called Harmony Helper, like hamburger helper, but Harmony Helper.
Welcome, Michelle.
So I uploaded. So I uploaded the music to Harmony Helper, and then Harmony Helper asks me when I go to play, which part is yours? And I tell it, looking at my music, it asks, when it's divided into 4, which line do you read? And then when it divides on that line, you take the top one, the bottom one. When it divides into 3, you take the top one, the bottom one. And then it allows me to isolate.
So it's playing, you're playing it through the app now?
The app is playing,
The
yeah.
app is playing it, yeah.
But you can also sing along with it, with your earbuds in, and it tells you if you're right or not.
No way.
Just like Rock Band, look at it on extra mode.
Man.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Hopefully you can turn
Not if you have it on easy. If you have it on easy, you can just talk to it.
And if you need to slow it down, you can. If you need to speed up, you can.
Harmony Helper, huh?
Harmony Helper. Now, I'm throwing that out there.
Is that for both Android and Apple?
Yep. Yes. Cool.
Downloading now.
So, I signed up for it as a director. So I pay $1 more a month to be a director. Now, it is a monthly thing. But if you find something like that useful, it might be worth the $4 a month.
Yeah.
Or whatever, yeah, it's $4 a month to do it. Because then someone's not necessarily blinking at your notes per se. I'm working, I have all 9 pieces or whatever loaded in as a song book, they call it. And I can invite you into my group so I can kind of just give you what I have. But I'm fighting with them right now because some of them did not seem to have uploaded correctly, or it doesn't, it has a hard time with the vocal percussion, I think, for, right,
Frozen.
let it go. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to play with that one to get it to actually upload or not. So anyway, it's something that I'm playing with. I reached out to their tech support and said, hey, I want it to work well so I can endorse it with my group. So we'll see what happens. But Harmony Helper, you can do a 7-day trial for free just to poke around with it and see if you like it. If you do it, send me an email and I will add you to my group so that way I can distribute right to you. You don't have to worry about uploading yourself. But you have it all digital anyway, so.
Add me.
What's that?
Add me.
Okay, send me an email. Luke.callback@gmail. Send me an email. So that
Do we have to send you our username, or is there a username, I don't know, for you to find us, to add us or groups?
There are what's called shared songbooks. So
I'm learning.
I have to do it from my computer. That's why I said email me that you've done it. And then I'll respond back if I need specific information or if I just give you a code or something.
Okay. Just was curious.
So I probably will just, it uses your email as your username, so
Okay.
it'll probably, if you don't use your email that you're emailing me from as your username for it, then let me know and tell me what you used. Okay. All right, so let us move on to our. Holly, did you have specific announcements, notes, or something first?
I did, but they're fleeting because I didn't get them written down.
Okay. So when they come up, feel free to. All right, and for people who are at home tonight and could not be here, and you're watching from online, I'm going to ask you if you have ideas or thoughts, take some notes and send me an email with those. We add them to our other notes and ideas. Okay, cool. So, in November will be our 10-year anniversary. Woohoo, we've made it. So I would like it to be kind of not your average Tono Dolce concert, but special. The plan is to include rep from the past 10 years, kind of what our favorite pieces are, try to build a program out of our favorites. Certainly, I'm going to try to get some semblance of the Osiris Quartet. I don't know what their status is anymore. They were college students who were planning to stick together after college. So I'll have to just dig in my contacts and see who is left from that. But we might be just putting together or inviting back the members of Osiris if they're around and available, and kind of putting something together as far as the string quartet. So what? Let's start off with music. What are some of, when you think back over the last 10 years or whatever time frame you've been a part of Tono Dolce, what are the pieces that stand out to you that really signify us that we're just special? Sarah?
The road home.
Okay.
Shenandoah.
Omnia Soul.
Use I Can Promise.
What did you say, Kelly?
Use I Can Promise.
Is that the one that?
Bach.
Ow!
I'm kidding.
No, we're not.
Ow!
I mean, I'm not kidding, but
Kelly, I escaped that season. We're not doing it.
Bobby
I'll tell my
Shafter.
mom.
No.
I'll tell my mom or me, mom.
Can I flip
Don't roll
back
your eyes.
through my-
It was a good
Can I
one.
flip back through today's worth of music and send you an email?
Sure, that's fine. I'm totally open for that.
maybe the Bach can be part of what plays on the screen if we, because it's Bach, so you can put anything, any cover on there, if somebody's doing pieces that they sang. That can be just instrumental.
At Siemens Medley we did. It was like,
We make our own medley of other songs.
I know what you're talking about.
it was like, what's,
It's called
five
Songs.
different songs all put
It's
together.
It's called Songs of the Sea.
There we go.
Yeah.
Songs of the Sea.
Yeah.
I really liked from that season All for the Grog.
Awful.
Oh.
Bobby Shafter, bring back your penny whistle.
Yeah, that was good.
That was hilarious.
All for me, girl.
Everyone loved that except you.
We don't have any jazz pieces yet.
So,
Any who pieces?
Jazz.
so it sounds like, to me, and I would agree with that. I think the two seasons that we did that were Songs of the Sea were just really fun.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
And so maybe part of our concert, right, a segment will be built around where we program that stuff together.
Bright Morning Star.
What did you say, Roger?
Bright Morning Star.
Bright Morning Star.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like it.
What's that one? How did we feel about Light in the Hallway? Because I'm his friend to that song, but I know that I'm biased.
I like Light in the Hallway.
So neat we did that thing around.
Pulling a lot of songs from the same concerts.
Yes.
What about our very first concert?
Bring back the bell
1, 2, 3,
choir.
4 of you.
I technically wasn't here.
I'll be better corpus.
I'll have to go back.
No,
and
I think
look.
everyone.
Yeah, right, I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember back.
Roger was not here for our first semester.
No, he wasn't.
No, Roger wasn't here for that.
No, but I probably
I
have the
was
program
here,
at home.
I just wasn't allowed
What's
to
that?
sing. I was
I
too
probably have
young.
the program at home in file.
Did you come to our first
For the
concert?
very first one?
I think I probably did.
I mean, it was at St. Luke's, so why
It
not?
was. Lori was there.
Should we get the bell choir?
Yep.
Oh, we did, Loch Lomond.
We did Loch Lomond?
We did home the very first season.
Yeah, write that down. I didn't sing that, but yeah.
If we get the bells, St. Luke's bells, join us.
It's in November, right?
Jesus,
we
Jesus,
did
rest your head.
Jesus, rest your head.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we do a Christmas song?
They did another song with us, didn't they?
Yeah, a while about that one.
We usually
Did they
do
do another one,
for
another
fun.
concert? I'll have to look, I left all of my, I have
How
all of
about,
every program, and I left them at home.
How about our classic,
I don't know, Dan.
Which one?
Can you sing it?
Michelle threw out a girl's garden.
Oh, the girls' garden was good. Oh, what was that? The circle. Will the circle be unbroken?
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
So we should do a women. We should have a women's piece. We should have.
We gotta pull back one of the guys' pieces at least.
And then we should have guys' piece.
The only one that comes to mind is Lever, Johnny Lever.
Yeah, because I feel like most of the guys' songs have been shanties of some sort.
I agree.
what?
Shanties.
See how many of the educators come back and you can do the cricket song.
Yes, you can.
El Grino.
Yeah.
Or drag dad come back up here.
We'll get to, hang on, we'll get to people in a moment. Okay. So,
What if they say no? That's the sad part.
all right. So I appreciate any other ideas on just what pieces really stood out to you? I know. Well, if it's not standing out to you, right? I mean, if you flip through, that'd be easy.
Oh,
I know for me, stuff that's on there, Breath of Ecstasy,
Okay.
and
The Hebrew one, Erev Shel Shalim.
It's funny, I was thinking of another song that we sang.
the first semester we sang something.
Rose.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the song about the rose garden. It had the rose on the cover.
I thought there was a French one.
Oh.
Oh, you want the French one?
Dion.
Yes.
And then, as far as who to try to include with us for that, I'd like to do the people of Ave Maria,
Oh, American singers.
and I'd like to invite the middle school singers to join us for that again. That was special.
That'd be really special.
Stonington Singers.
I'm biased. Come on. I said the middle school singers. I said I'm biased completely, but that'd be really special.
Obviously, are we gonna talk about people to invite, or we're just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
invite
we're-
everybody back from the, right?
Well,
Members, yeah.
members, yes, but you talked about other people that,
The
other.
collaborators.
Like
things.
collaborators.
Like,
Valentine.
Yeah, I get you.
Like Fernando.
Yeah.
He made it sound good.
Right? When we had him, when we had
He was
a
on
guitar
for
player.
the Spanish one,
Oh, fun.
that Spanish season that we did.
So,
I don't remember.
okay. All right. So obviously we're going to invite everybody back from all time. We'll go through the rosters and send out some sort of communication to let them know. But imagine for a moment that you're one of those people who sang here for a semester or two, and then life took you away from southeastern Connecticut, and you're now somewhere else. How would you be enticed to make a trip? For a trip to be worthwhile, to come back for this anniversary service. Sarah?
I would love it if we could do like a dinner, like if we found a place that wasn't too expensive to like rent out a room in the back. So that like, or even here, that's a great idea. To like serve dinner, like get it catered and just like be able to hang out and like, let's actually be able to talk to you. Because obviously we spend a lot of time together. We feel like a family. I know I feel like a family with people.
We were thinking about having some kind of a dinner prior to the dress
And
rehearsal.
like, you know what I mean? No. Okay, we're not talking this about you, brother. Clean your car. But like, I would love to be able to actually be able to sit down and spend time with them, rather than saying, "Oh, just fly for this concert."
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, that make it a weekend, make it a Friday, have a Friday night.
Make it like a big wedding. Somebody get married. Who's gonna get married?
Who's gonna get married again? That was fun.
There you go.
Your face is great.
I am in a little blank.
How about putting people up in our homes so they don't have to
Homestays?
spend?
Yeah,
That's great.
I have a home I can offer. For those who don't know, I live with him. So I'm offering up his
Very
home.
crazy home that can offer bed.
I like that idea of
Please.
offering homestays for those that would.
An invitation to their families as well. Like,
Not
just
to
making,
stay
like, not just saying, it's not just you that we want, like, your wife and kids, like, I know I think about Jill's daughter, how she used to come to rehearsal a lot. And so, like, that was cute. We loved having her around. Just seeing her sit there with her coloring, like, just dance.
I wonder if there's a way we can kind of, with some of the list, personalize the invitations, as in, when you say Jill, I immediately think Roger, because Roger had probably the strongest relationship with Jill, right? So if there's anybody to entice Jill to make the trip, not that she's going to hard to entice, I think.
I've been harping on her for the last 3 months.
Okay, cool.
He's already priming it.
So, right, but that's kind of like that personal touch.
Absolutely, I think, yes.
To kind of think
Being
through.
able to take that time to write something.
But to who, you thinking like who's going to be the most advantageous to go through,
I think we can get Elfie back if we use,
Emily.
I
Yeah,
think we can.
Emily can totally twist your arm.
It's like she brings the grandkids.
All right.
Over every baby.
What else can we?
Got it.
What are some things that we can include in the concert that aren't music? Like, go ahead. Ellen.
Director witticisms on the screen.
Oh, you have a list.
Oh,
of those.
like all the funny things that you have said.
Oh,
And
that's
Emily.
Like the knock the dot off the bird.
Or the put a pin in your mouth.
Oh, the safety
That
pin.
story, the safety pin, just to scar everybody in
Seems
the
through a
audience.
Cheerio.
okay.
And the cat sang fiddle like
That'd be a cute, funny slideshow.
Okay. Well, those hang on. Not necessarily the same thing, but
Is the hot-
so director quips. Got it.
Yeah.
Director quips.
Don't we have a bunch of slide pictures too from our website that go back all the way
The
back to the first
website
concert?
on the hard drive.
Build a
Stuff
collage
in
of
here.
I'm sure Sierra has lots of photos of us at practice too.
So a photo, like a
Funny
photo
photos.
album show.
Me.
Yeah,
I
from
wonder if we could build.
pictures.
I wonder if we could build a virtual photo album
that people could look at on their phone and like access on their phone.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Is that
like,
a-
I'm
that's
sure there's an app for
I'm sure
that.
there's a thing for that, right?
Yeah.
It's
people
go
do it
to
with
our
their kids
Facebook
and
page
then-
and look at our
Yeah.
photos.
You know, I get photo bucket emails from people.
You drop
So a virtual photo book, virtual photo album. Does that sound cool? Am I saying something that's not sound cool? A virtual photo album.
No, I think that's cool. And it would be able to like, yeah.
But during the concert,
They get access to it. They have like QR code. They can have a,
Yeah, like it,
Just
putting a
scan with your
QR
phone.
code.
How about also then printing out one copy of it and using it as a guest book if people want to sign?
printing it out.
Having 10
That'd be
minutes
really
worth
cool.
of, like, who showed up.
I like that, a guest book. That's cool.
Technically, we have a guest book.
Yeah, but one specific
But
for
yes,
it.
one specific for this
It's like
concert.
a yearbook.
Or like,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
like-
find like a
like
wedding
your
photo
photo.
album that doesn't have like anything specific and you can like write on the outside of the photo.
Okay. Sarah?
I think it would be cool if we had acknowledgements of like, once everybody's up there, right? We said like, how long have you, you know, like how they do that at weddings, like how long all the married couples on the dance floor, and then sit down if you've been married less than 5 years, sit down if you've been married less than 10, like how many years you've been here for Tono Dolce.
It's tricky.
Not necessarily doing it like that,
Yeah.
but also how many of you have lost count of how many years you've been in Tono Dolce? Audience.
This is the 10-year anniversary. 10,
And, like,
got it.
How about you ask how many concerts people have come to?
That's also cool for audience participation.
There you go.
But it also would be cool to acknowledge the people who have worked to help maintain Tono Dolce besides you and Emily as directors. Like our presidents and our secretaries and our treasurers.
Hold
We could
president.
Like being like,
because we're streaming online. we
if
really
you've
won't
ever
know.
been a president for Tono Dolce, can you please come forward? Like, thank you for your service. You've brought us to where we are today.
Honor past board members.
Board members, okay. Is this a board?
Boards.
B-O-A-R-D, not B-O-R-E-D.
Board
Never
member.
board.
I thought you said board members.
Board.
I was like, are we a
As
board?
in the directors of the board.
Who are we finding?
Roger, what did you say? Rushi, what did Roger say?
When I started
He
spelling.
said something while Sarah was speaking, so I didn't hear him there. I was still hearing
Sorry.
Sarah.
Yeah, but streaming.
Streaming
We're
something.
talking about getting a count of how many people have attended concerts.
Yeah.
But if we're streaming too, we really won't come up some way,
sorry, gotta use the
like you do with a Zoom,
Okay.
where you
Go for it.
flag
I
and count.
apologize.
Yeah, that's a
We're
good
still
point.
waiting
We
for
have,
the
we
stream.
might have two types of audiences, right? Those that are live and those that are virtual. How do you engage? If you're going to engage with your live audience, you should also be able to engage equally with your virtual audience.
Google Docs.
That's what you're saying.
I mean, there's chat on the YouTube one. On the live YouTube, you can chat.
I'm just gonna put down a question mark and a how to engage, like something to figure out. How to engage, virtual audience. Or, and with that, for members who can't make the trip, for a way for them to join us remotely, right? And still, so they couldn't come sing with us, they couldn't fly back from California, but they could hop into a thing and we could live stream them into the room with us. Well, that's if we do it here. We got to talk venue. And if, and certainly build it into the stream, build it into that. Sarah, right?
If they can't even be present for the live, if they could send a video
Yeah.
of them just saying what Tono Dolce meant to them, how long they were there, roughly like what their favorite song was maybe that they sang, and like what Tono Dolce meant to them and
Yeah.
how they're happy that we're still going strong. Unless they're not happy that we're still going strong, in which case please don't send a video.
Or do, because you'd have to compile them together and how many views that is of that.
Take the best parts.
Right.
It's just heavily
Rearrange their words.
Heavenly edited.
So,
Give us back.
Really bad lip reading.
He's gonna turn into a
So
multimedia
to
event.
piggyback your idea of the video, make a video montage of that,
Yeah.
but everyone's in it. So like even us, we get a small snippet. It's like, but it's gonna be a lot of work to like say, hey, I need you to quickly go through your name, your favorite song,
What part are you saying?
and what part you sang, so that we can throw all this and like put the 16 people that are sopranos. I was a soprano, and you put their voice on it at the same time, so you can see them, and then it's like I really love this song. I really love this song, and you go back and forth like that. But then it's like, and I was a soprano, and everyone's saying I was a soprano would be on the screen at the same time.
That is hard though to get
It's
all
hard.
the people to say I was a soprano at the same time. And not for it.
Yeah, you might have to hedge for that,
I
you
was
know.
gonna say, as a guy who had to put together virtual choir stuff, I'm gonna say that's a challenge.
Yeah.
But anyway, but I like
It
the
was
idea of creating a video, because that is a way that anybody can contribute, local, remote, and it's something, it's kind of like a time capsule, like we're checking in at 10 years. This is what it's meant to us over this is what it's meant to me over those last 10 years. You know, this is what it meant to me, 5 years ago when I was here, and I can't believe it's here now. Like for everyone to have their little snippet.
The video can kind of, like, of those snippets could kind of run through the whole concert. And then, like, so you have a couple people, and then a song, and then a couple people, and then a song. So it can, like, kind of be part of, you know.
Especially
Or
if
we
a bunch
could
of
do
them
it-
have the same favorite song type of thing, and
Yeah.
that's one that we
Yeah,
happen
they
to be
can kind of
singing.
like, those can get, like, the
That's the
intro for
the
that song or something, yeah. it would.
Or if we had like a 5-minute like rest in the middle where we do a longer video with like all the people whose songs that we're not singing maybe, and we put Bach over that. Like that would be a good time.
Y'all talking like I did a program back, you crazy. I'm gonna do the whole thing, but
We're not doing it.
the first page was a hymn. It's not
Personally, I wouldn't be
I
opposed
never
to
had
singing
to
part
do
of
it,
it.
and I really don't want to.
I missed that concert. I would like to actually sing it.
Go watch the cow.
I had to go watch my cow.
What?
okay.
Kayla was a cow in a play
Oh,
that same night.
I was like, I don't know that too.
All right, we need cake. Right?
I don't
I think
know.
we
What kind of cake you
I
want?
think we should have a cake for the reception after the. Do we do a reception after the concert?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This time we have to.
Right. This one we have to.
Yep.
Which is also part of our tradition too. Which we don't. Last concert was the first time that we didn't actually do some sort of reception, and it felt weird.
Yeah, it did. I didn't like it.
Technically we did. We just,
There was some coffee. And
Hey.
there was some treats.
Like the first time.
Holly, you did wonderful.
credit where credit is
but
due.
it
We
still
did put
felt
stuff
weird.
together. I had to go to Big Y last minute and get coffee and a snack.
But what I'm saying is that it wasn't a formal reception that we invited people to for after our concert, so they get to know us and stick around and talk. It was like our concert was over. There's coffee in the back, but it wasn't. It didn't have the same feel. Say that for a second.
Sorry, it was
So I think. So do we do the? I'm down with this dinner idea.
Could it be a lunch even?
I think that's really important.
Could it be a lunch?
Mhm.
Like a luncheon?
Like
Oh,
if we
yeah,
did it
for
Saturday during the afternoon, and then we went to dress rehearsal
You went to the
after.
concert?
When would
I mean,
we
not
have
Friday.
time to
Friday,
get dressed?
I was like, whoa.
That's
a busy Saturday.
I think doing a Friday luncheon is going to be harder.
Because of people who work.
Some people might take the day off.
Yeah.
Some people might
Some
not be
people
able
might,
to.
but some people might not have the time.
Right.
So I'm leaning more. What I'm leaning towards. What am I leaning towards?
Stage right.
Is
Is it, or is it stage left?
stage right. So would be that we do a quote unquote dress rehearsal for part of it, the part that is just us on Monday,
Okay.
normal rehearsal. Then
the part of the rehearsal that includes others would be on Friday,
Yeah.
followed by
The
the
dinner.
dinner.
I,
So it'd be a little bit later, because the dinner would start a little late.
Yeah.
But we weren't dress rehearsing all of it. We would be rehearsing the parts that, if we're including others to come sing with us for a song, like we do, like if we do Shenandoah around the room kind of thing, right? Then, we bring members back from, because we did that especially during the summers and stuff. So a lot of people know it. In fact, a lot of that, Road Home is a summer piece, so that's something that a lot of people kind of know. We've done it more than once, and we've done it a bunch, so it's kind of, a couple of these pieces will be fitting to, if someone's just coming back and they're joining us for the concert, they're flying in on Friday, or Saturday, Thursday, Friday, that they can handle just picking up this piece and joining us at the dress rehearsal. Saturday, I don't want to fill it with a lot of stuff, I don't want to force anything there, but then do the concert, because the call will be kind of early for the concert, and then have our reception after the concert. So that's kind of what I'm thinking as far as the schedule, unless I'm missing something important. I saw a couple of hands spike.
Do we want to mention anything about members that are no longer with us?
Well, thankfully we haven't lost anyone yet.
I'm sorry, I thought we did. I'm mistaken.
I don't think
There are some people that injured themselves or
Okay,
became ill.
so-
We had one who, she lost her son.
Okay, that's
So
probably
that's probably what you're thinking of. Was Donna Griffin, her son passed away during the season.
You bring up a valid point. There are some former members who I probably should check on, or Holly should check on. We haven't heard from Jeff in a while, or Jim in a while, or haven't heard from Kata in a minute.
Well, and I sent her an email a couple weeks ago.
But anyway, so it'd be good for us to take a, if that's what you're referring to. But I think it'd be cool. We'll get to your hands, Roger and Sarah. I think it'd also be cool to acknowledge some of the things that happened kind of within Tono Dolce, or change, like life changes that maybe happened in Tono Dolce, right? Because we got marriages. Season 1 we had Heather Pollen and John Clevin, and then by season something else they were married. So, to be honest, they really met through Tono Dolce. So that's, I take a small amount of pride in that.
yes, small amounts.
I gave Heather a heads up on this the other day, Sunday.
We've had kids be born.
Yep, we've had, and we've had a child.
It's
Right,
like Disney
Christina,
babies.
Sierra got married. Some of
Kid
you
Kelly
had
got
grandchildren, some of the children born.
We got married. I don't know if you remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got married. Tono Dolce sang at a couple of weddings, ours and Patty's daughter, Mark's son. It would be
I
nice to
grew up
kind of
here.
acknowledge. It would be nice to even in our collage of things acknowledge other community things that we've participated in too. Ledger Light Parade, Ledger Food Pantry,
Stonington.
the Stonington Tree Lighting.
Did we do a 9/11 memorial?
Was it 9/11
New
Memorial?
London.
Yeah, over in New London. by
So the
Street.
9/11 Memorial that we did on the pier. So maybe we could acknowledge those things too somewhere in it all. All right, Roger, you're doing it.
I was thinking back, university said you're thinking about starting this whole preparation rehearsals for this thing in June. What I was thinking was, once we finalize our music list, the university to send out the music list to everyone that we can contact, give them like 4 weeks or something to just get familiar with all the music. before we actually start in-person rehearsals.
Sure, I mean, I have no problem with distributing music as soon as we're able to.
Or dig through your music folders, YouTube.
Right, a lot of you are gonna have, a lot of you are gonna have most of these. Well, it'll be interesting, I'll have to figure that out. I think what I've done in the past is like a Google form. So it's basically like an order form for you to tell me I need these pieces. So that way if you didn't have them, there, it was
X number of
easy for us to say, well, okay, fine, we'll send these to you, and it's $30. Cool, I'll get you, Sarah, after I hang up.
Oh, are we including summer program? People who were, like, we had a few people who were just here for summer programs. Are they invited back as well?
No, but
Well, they have
they're,
that.
I mean, they're welcome, I'm sure they're
Become
welcome.
members.
Most summer people eventually became members, for the most part, other than a couple like students.
Right.
And it may be fun to do a Where Are They Now kind of thing, like they were here in Tono Dolce at the beginning or somewhere early on, and now they're off in California and have a 6-year-old or whatever. Like the Dumont's. Or where, gosh, terrible with names. What was her name? She's in the military. She went south.
Kate?
Was it Kate?
Turpin Nagel.
Well, she was a Navy wife.
Turpin Nagel? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
She did the solo for PAS.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, I just, not a question that needs to be answered right now, but just some food for thought for you for logistics. Would you consider for the people that are coming, having, that may have sang for a season or two and maybe they don't want to learn 15 pieces of music, but like participate with the songs that they sang before and then so they would sit down during the other ones?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier in the way alluded to. And that way we rehearse stuff that is just us on Monday, and then the stuff that is combined, or the
Right,
stuff
but
that
I
is
mean,
invitational.
I sang one season, I didn't sing these 3 songs that were in other languages, and I don't really feel like learning Latin, but I want to participate.
Yeah, so people coming to visit, it's not all or nothing. It's going to be
Okay.
the best one. Yeah,
I would like a commemorative shirt.
commemorative shirt. Oh, that brings up a great point. I want to redo our logo.
What?
For the 10-year anniversary, I want to redo our logo.
Rebrand.
Rebrand. It's time to rebrand.
You're not stressed out.
Maybe we need to pick a new tie color.
Oh.
That's
Wait a
expensive.
minute, so we're talking about stuff.
We tried that once. Teal wasn't it.
Teal was
Oh,
the beginning.
God.
We went to the burgundy.
All right, fine. We won't change our color. We won't change our color. But I do want to rebrand our logo. So I'm open to ideas about best ways to go about that. The first time we tried making the logo, we had all the members submit ideas.
All 11 of us.
And then kind of voted on those ideas of which one we liked the best. And this, we've had a logo for 10 years now that we've used. It would be nice to refresh that and come up with something that really is a bit more modern and crisp and markets well. So, I should write that.
Do you have any graphic designers who used to be in the...
I don't need
It's
to.
got a little of everything.
The last thing here is, so, venue. There's arguments for and against St. Luke and St. David are here. St. Luke, we go way back, that's where we started. But if we're hoping to draw a good crowd, they're too small.
I agree.
Agreed.
St. David's will be fine for size. Would certainly be great for acoustics. We've done a lot of concerts there. So that's a lot of pluses for that. They also have a reception area that works well and separate from the performance space, everything. So there's a lot of wins in there. Problem is they're not multimedia.
Right.
So it would be tricky if we wanted to include video and we wanted to include other things. It's going to be some logistics to set up and maybe some costs to rent certain equipment or get certain, right, to use certain equipment for that event and have it set up and be professional looking and not look like we just set up, you know, some first grade slide projector. So then the last option here is the most fiscally responsible place, or you know, this is the cheapest of our options. It's plenty big enough. It's got great multimedia, right? That's all built in, and has professional lights built in, which some of you saw I was playing with tonight. So we can do stuff with lighting and multimedia here. Downsides are we have very little history here so far because we've only most recently been here. And there's not a separate space for reception. So we would either sacrifice...
There is. We use the teen room.
Ew.
We could dress it up.
That's what the library's for.
No, we can't.
And so anyway, the reception part is trickier. Could also think cabaret style and do smaller tables. Anyway, that's so. In the last couple minutes here, just be honest with me. What emotionally, not logistically or logically, but emotionally, which one is what's most important to you? Where do you want to be for this anniversary concert?
Same case.
Emotionally, for me, honestly, it's this place because with the multimedia, we can reach more people. With the live streaming and with the technology that we have available to us.
I guess we can't answer that question really until we come up with some idea of what it would cost us to be able to do multimedia streaming at St. David's.
I don't know what they're. Yeah, so there's a long list of, you know,
Unknowns.
internet. They don't have good lighting. Like it's just on or off there, right? So and that's fine. So that's again, I'm just asking for your emotional responses. So.
Emotionally, I like St. David, because that's where we spend a lot of time.
The acoustics are great.
NA, I have no idea where that is.
Sure, because this is it. This and no, you know St. Luke, and then we went. What happened?
Virtual.
We started at St. Luke.
2020 happened.
Yeah, then we came here. Right, that's right. We started
We
at
were doing
St. Luke.
rehearsals there.
Then COVID. Then we were here because because St. Luke cut us out, so we were here. So yeah, so you've only known.
And St. Luke for a very small.
So I suppose emotionally, yeah.
Yeah,
So, NA.
Okay, that's the valid response.
pretty much the same with me.
Yeah, true.
So it's the most optimum location, which would probably be here, depending on the reception issues.
Holly and I also don't like the sun in our eyes, St. David.
Oh, that's a good point.
Every time. Doesn't matter what time of day we're there.
No,
It's gonna be
that's our summer
November, no
concert.
sun.
That's our summer concerts.
Yeah,
These are, you know,
It's hot spring concerts too.
Oh, I just remembered how hot it is there.
Oh yeah, by November it'll be 4 o'clock.
November.
Yeah, but you say that, and then we get all those people in there, and it's hot again.
Holly?
Sentimentally, I'm attached to all three of them in one way or another.
Uh-huh.
Partly because of the history, but partly because of the community that each of those churches has provided us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the people at St. Luke's they love up on us like crazy. People at St. David's, some of them do. I know I have a great relationship with a gal that's the secretary over there. She's like, whatever you need. Monetarily, I think because we haven't been going there, that we won't get the same break that we got before with the rental space. So, and then, of course, this is home base. So.
So I'm in the same conundrum that I'm in before I even presented the question, and that's,
Well, because you can't
this
cram all of us in the music.
this isn't a, right, this isn't a democratic decision that we're weighing out votes here. This is just a, you know, I'm weighing out what are our options, because I want to build, this isn't an end point, right? The 10-year anniversary isn't an end point. The 10-year anniversary is a launching point. We've survived for 10 years through, a third of it being through a pandemic where we have to wear masks to hang out and sing, right? So this is a celebration of how far we've come, and then looking forward to how far I'll go.
I think that, first of all, I really don't see how St. David's would work out, because I can't even imagine where you put a projector other than behind us. But then you risk one of us accidentally bumping into it to even get that screen. I like being here because I think that this space gives us enough room to socially distance, if provided we're probably still going to have to do that. Even with like the larger crowd we're hoping to draw, this does give us that room. And also I think that we could, to your point, this is where we're probably going to be rehearsing for a long time, fingers crossed. And we like the setup here, we're familiar with the setup here, we're knowledgeable of the setup here, we know the guy who wrote it if we have a problem. And I do think that we could finagle using the back room as a space.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to cement any particular logistic things about where and how it would work if we were in one of those places. But I appreciate all the feedback.
Just one thing we have to consider though is, I mean, we used to give concerts at St. David's or St. Luke's, when we had a choir of like 30, and it was crowded. You know, hard getting all those people up in there in one place. But this one, if we've got 30 or 40 come back, this one place we can put.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
And unfortunately, that whole social distancing comment, considering it's going to be in November, is, I hate to say it, a good consideration as well, but yeah, it's not a bad consideration.
Like even if we have people who are less
We'll cross that bridge when we need to burn it for a second. Okay, this is all good feedback, and I don't want to keep this any later than we already have. It's 5 minutes past. I really appreciate everybody contributing to this conversation, contributing to the ideas. So this is what we've done so far right now. That's all the easy part, because it's easy to talk about what we want to do and cool visions and stuff.
Planning.
So from here, myself and the board of directors, and we're going to come up with a solid picture using the feedback that you've given and the ideas that you've shared, and then we're going to have to come back to you kind of with an execution plan of how do we get from here to there, because it's not, next semester is not going to be just about the music, but about, right, what do we need to do now to be getting prepared for, 8 months from now. So, all right?
Then we have to sell ads and get sponsors.
Money is a big part of it, which we didn't talk about fundraising and everything else, but that'll come in further conversation. So, all right, everybody, I will see you next Monday. Stay healthy, drink lots of water. Cool, thank you.
That brings me back to pre-COVID yard sale.
That's also another one. Everybody's set for it.
I don't think so.
It's a very
Well, we can't see it now.
Usually it's
Oh, the meeting.
Or-
So that it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours just.
Why are you talking to me?
All right.
It's not a bad.
So whenever they
Wait,
take their like, Sarah, and I'm just like, hey, is that what you decided? He said, yes, but now I have ideas. So,
I just came up here to nudge you about the live stream still on. Remember that you're the one.
yeah, you can make a case for right now.
Sure.
I wouldn't do that. I
It's
didn't
also
know.
ridiculous.
Sure.
Oh, the big sheet, yeah.
Your face the whole time was.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So, you know.
I work in the grocery store, so I'm well familiar with
Right.
all the grocery store brands. They're not bad.
Yeah, your face is actually
But
blurry.
cakes can be like to be like this is
It's
pretty.
a
It's a
pretty
pretty
good
picture. Full sheet, white frosted. It's gonna be like this back. So I like have one for display and then like one in the back for people to cut off. I'm like, yeah, that's the sort of way to do it.
Go on the computer in Phoenix, the program that's on the Windows.
Yep, okay.
On the very bottom, there's a button that's in orange. It says stop.
Okay.
Good.
I work for Kelly, what's the concert in May? The 14th?
I'm familiar with that.
What have you?
Oh, okay. Right, a second.
Yay.
Why are you trying to see it now? Is that what you do?
I think that's what happened.
I think that's what.
I
I guess.
I think that's what happened.
Well, now I have ideas, so I'll be rubber pants.
We go out and like
Because
show
I'm a goose.
sometimes.
So we could get a thing that just says 10th anniversary.
We do, and there's stuff
Four.
that she does.
Yes, they do.
10 years of love?
I didn't-
That's not us.
Heard 100.
Cheers to 10 years, though? That says what again?